Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Now, let's talk about a story that's been buzzing around Hollis Hall and the NFL circles. The Chicago Bears, coming off a season filled with ups and downs, are facing some real challenges in their backfield as they gear up for their Monday night showdown against the Minnesota Vikings in Week 1. If you've been paying attention, you already know that the Bears' running game is a bit of a question mark heading into this crucial game. DeAndre Swift, who was brought in to be the lead back, is holding down the starting role, but the situation behind him is far from ideal. Roschon Johnson, who is expected to play a big role this season, is currently sidelined due to injury, and to make matters worse, rookie Kyle Monangai is also out of action. And if that wasn't enough, Travis Homer just landed on injured reserve, which means the Bears are essentially running on fumes in the backfield. When you look at the current roster, it's clear that the Bears are in urgent need of reinforcements. Last week's practice sessions revealed a stark reality. DeAndre Swift was the only healthy running back practicing with the team. That's a pretty alarming sign for a team that wants to compete at the highest level. Running backs are the engine of any offense, and when you have only one available, it's a recipe for disaster. The coaching staff and management are surely aware of this, and rumors are swirling about potential moves to bolster the position. One name that's been gaining traction as a possible target for the Bears' backfield is Damien Martinez, a young rookie currently on the Seattle Seahawks practice squad. Now, you might be wondering, who is Damien Martinez, and why would the Bears be interested in him? Well, Martinez might not have been a top draft pick, but his college career was nothing short of impressive. He arrived at Oregon State in 2022, and from the very beginning, he made his presence felt. As a true freshman, he racked up an incredible 982 rushing yards, averaging 6.1 yards per carry. That's a significant achievement for a freshman in college football, and it immediately put him on the map. The Beavers leaned heavily on him late in that first season, and he responded with multiple 100-yard games, showing that he could handle a full workload and perform under pressure. His sophomore season was even more outstanding. In 2023, Martinez piled up 185 rushing yards and scored 9 touchdowns. Once again, he proved to be a reliable, powerful runner, finishing with 6 100-yard games that fall. His ability to break tackles and find the holes in defenses was evident, and his vision on the field set him apart. But what really makes Martinez appealing to NFL teams, including the Bears, is his versatility and durability. He forced more than 130 missed tackles during his college career, showcasing his toughness and elusiveness. His college production caught the attention of the NFL scouts, and Seattle decided to take a chance on him in the 7th round this past spring. However, the transition from college to the pros isn't always smooth, and with a crowded Seahawks backfield, Martinez was ultimately released during the final roster cuts. But importantly, he was signed to the Seahawks practice squad, which means he's still very much on the radar. The Bears, with their current injury situation, could see a lot of value in scooping him up. He's young, cost-controlled, and has experience carrying a full workload at Power 5 schools. If he can adapt quickly to the NFL game, he's not just a temporary fix. He could challenge Roschon Johnson for the RB2 spot, especially considering Johnson's recent injury struggles. Johnson has dealt with injuries in back-to-back seasons, and the Bears won't be able to wait forever for him to fully take off. Martinez's skill set could be a perfect fit for the Bears' offense, which needs a reliable short yardage and early down runner. His size, standing at 6 feet and weighing 217 pounds, mirrors Johnson's build, which suggests he could seamlessly slot into the team's running scheme. If he proves himself in pass protection and finishes runs with the same tenacity he displayed in college, there's a real chance he could push Johnson for those valuable RB2 snaps. And let's not forget, the Bears are in a crucial period where every game matters, especially in the early part of the season when establishing a balanced offense is key. Having a dependable runner like Martinez could provide that stability, especially until Johnson and Monangai recover and are ready to contribute fully. Beyond just filling a need in the short term, Martinez presents intriguing upside for the Bears. He's young, cost-effective, and has a proven track record in college of carrying a heavy workload. His background at Oregon State and Miami gives him a solid foundation of experience. If he adjusts quickly to the NFL level, he might do more than just fill in temporarily. He could develop into a key piece of the team's future. Ryan Poles and the front office are known for their strategic thinking and their willingness to take chances on younger players with upside. The opportunity to add a player like Martinez, who's been productive at the college level and is still in the early stages of his NFL career, makes a lot of sense, especially given the current injury woes. Now, looking ahead, the Bears' offense has shown flashes of potential, but injuries in the backfield have hampered their ability to sustain drives and establish a consistent running game. DeAndre Swift has been effective when healthy, but the lack of depth behind him puts a lot of pressure on his shoulders. If the Bears do bring in Martinez, it could be a game changer. He would not only help stabilize the rushing attack, but also give the coaching staff more options in their play calling. Imagine a scenario where Martinez provides solid short yardage runs, allowing Swift to stay fresh for the big plays and the passing game. That kind of versatility could be exactly what Chicago needs to unlock their full offensive potential. And speaking of potential, let's not forget that Martinez's college highlights show a player who can make defenders miss in tight spaces, break tackles, and finish runs with authority. His ability to force missed tackles and gain yards after contact makes him an attractive option for a team like the Bears, which is trying to build a balanced, competitive roster. Plus, he's got the kind of work ethic and physicality that coaches love. If he adjusts well to the NFL speed and scheme, he might not only fill a temporary gap, but also emerge as a genuine contender for a larger role as the season progresses. So, what does this mean for the Bears moving forward? Well, it's clear that they're not just looking for a stopgap. This is about building a versatile, resilient squad that can withstand the inevitable injuries and setbacks of a long NFL season. The addition of a player like Damien Martinez could be a strategic move that pays dividends down the line. It's about creating depth, competition, and a little bit of that extra edge that separates good teams from great ones. With Martinez's college production, physical attributes, and the potential to adapt quickly, the Bears have every reason to consider making that move. But this isn't just speculation. The NFL is a league where opportunities can come at any moment, and teams that act decisively often come out ahead. The Bears are in a spot where they need to be proactive, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC North. The Vikings, Lions, and Packers are all looking to make a statement this season, and Chicago needs to be sharp and ready to respond. Adding a player like Damien Martinez, who has proven he can carry a heavy load in college and shows promise at the NFL level, could be the piece that helps them turn the tide in their favor. In the grand scheme of things, this injury situation, while frustrating, might actually open a door for the Bears to discover a hidden gem in Martinez. It's an opportunity for their coaching staff to evaluate a young talent, see how he adapts to NFL schemes, and maybe, just maybe, find a long-term starter or at least a reliable rotational back. The NFL is a league of opportunities, and sometimes the best moves are made during moments of adversity. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Damien Martinez is the type of player who can step in and make an immediate impact? Are you confident that he can develop into a true RB2 for the Bears? Or do you feel they should look elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. Remember, this season is still young, and every game, every move counts in the journey toward that elusive Super Bowl. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news, injuries, roster moves, and everything you need to know to stay ahead of the game. Thanks for sticking with me, Bears fans. Your passion fuels this channel, and together, we're building a community that loves everything about our beloved team. Keep those spirits high, and let's see what the future holds. The season is just beginning, and with a little bit of luck and smart moves, Chicago could be on its way to making some serious noise in 2024. So stay fired up, stay ready, and as always, bear down.